Welcome students to the students of standard 10. We are learning about the federalism, the second chapter of democratic politics. Students, today we are going to learn about the Indian Federation. Indian Federation, what makes India a federal government or a federal states. So students, there are constitutional provisions. What is constitutional provision? The constitution mentions some of the things which makes India a federal state. So these are the constitutional provisions we are going to see which makes India a federal government. So two sets of government. The first things, the first constitutional provisions, or we can see the federal features of Indian constitution. These are the federal features of Indian constitution. Indian constitution mentions these are the things which makes India a federal government. So first thing is the two sets of government. We can say this is the first federal feature of Indian constitution. Number one, two sets of government. Students, the government is one, but it is divided into two levels. The government is working in two levels, the union level or the central level and the state level. Why it is just because of the better management of the country. So that's why students, two sets of government has been divided by the constitution. So constitution itself divides the country into central and states level. So this is the first constitutional provision which makes India a federal state. Second thing, the India is a union of states. Students, one more thing I should tell you, that though we have a division of state and these divisions are created by the constitution itself, but one thing we have to understand, that though country is divided into different states, but still constitution says that India is a one unit, India is only one country, and therefore the constitution begins with a statement that India is a union of states. That means though we have a different state, but it is a union of state. India is a union of state. That means all the state together makes one unit, one country, and that is the union of states. And one more thing, students, that states cannot separate themselves from the country and make a different unit, cannot make a different country. And therefore, though constitution divides the country into different states, but still all the states are a union and together makes one country. And therefore constitution speaks like that India is a union of states. Second feature, the second federal feature of the Indian constitution is that division of power. The first federal feature of the Indian constitution is that we have a two sets of government, the union government, which is also called as the central government, and the second is the state government. Second thing is division of power. The constitution clearly divides the power between this union level or the central level and the state level. So both the levels have been given the specific powers to make laws on that. So students, there are the three lists. Okay, three list of subjects are there. Constitution clearly mentions the three list of subjects. What are those subjects? So these are the subjects on which these governments have power to make laws. So first is the union list. Union list contains this subject on which only the central government can make the laws. So union list is the, we can also say it is the central list. It is the list which contains the subject on which the central government can make the laws. Some of the subjects are, which is written in the union list, are the defense of the country. Students, related to military, related to the defense of the country, which is only the central government has the right to make laws. The second thing is the foreign affairs, our country's relation with the other countries, which is known as the foreign affairs. So related to foreign affairs and related to the relation between other countries, only the central government has the power to make laws. So these are the union list, and there are many other subjects mentioned in the union list. The second is the state list. Students, state list contains the subject on which only the state government has power to make laws. Central government cannot interfere and make laws the subject which are mentioned in the state list, because the state list contains only those subjects on which the state government can make the laws. Some of the things are police, business, commerce, trade. These are the subject on which the state government has power to make laws. The third list is the concurrent list. Students, this concurrent list is the list which contains the subjects on which both the central government and state government has power to make laws. So concurrent list is the list which contains the subject on which both central government and state government has the power to make laws. Example, education. Related to education, the central government as well as the state government both has the power to make laws. So students, these are the three lists which contains the different subjects on which the central government and the state government has power to make laws. Students, apart from this, there is one more list which is known as the residual list. It may be written in your textbook. A residual list is the list which contains the subject on which the central government can make the laws. Why this is? This is because these subjects were not present at the time when the constitution was being written. For example, the computer software. Therefore, this residual list contains the subject on which central government has been given the power to make laws. Students, so this division of power given by the constitution, division of power is made by the constitution. This makes India a federal state. The third thing is special features of Indian Federation. Students, there are some special features of Indian Federation which also makes India a federal country, a federal state. Number one, center is more powerful than the state. So students, this is the special feature of the Indian Federation. What is that? The center is more powerful than the state. Students, the list we were speaking about, the union list or the central list, has a more subjects than the state list. Therefore, the central has got more powers than the state. So that is one of the special feature of only the Indian Federation. The second thing is single citizenship. Student, one more speciality is that Indian Federation, that though there is a division of states, but all people have only one citizenship, and that is the citizenship of the country India, and therefore no people can have the citizenship of Bengal or Jharkhand or Bihar. Though people may live in different states, though these states may be divided, but still all the people have one identity, one citizenship. So that is the special feature of the Indian Federation. And the third thing is provision of emergency, provision for emergency. Students, in the Indian Constitution also makes some provisions for the emergency. Though Indian Constitution has divided the country into state and center, but then Constitution also gives some provisions for the emergency. What is emergency? during the time of war, during the time of financial crisis in India, the emergencies are declared. So students, during the time of emergency declared, the central government has power to look after the whole country. So during the time of emergency, the central government takes control of the whole country and makes the laws, decides, and therefore this is the special feature of the Indian Federation. And the fourth thing is this provision for formation of new states. Students, one more provision is that Indian Constitution has divided the country into different states. So in the beginning we had 28 states, now we have some more new states. So that is the provision given by the Indian Constitution that if needed there will be a formation of new state. For example, India, Bihar was separated from Jharkhand. So a new state, Jharkhand was formed. Telangana was separated from Andhra Pradesh, and new state Telangana was formed. So there is a provision. Constitution gives a provision for this, the formation of new state. So students, these are the in features of Indian Federation. We can say these are the three features of Indian Federation, and these three features makes India a federal country, a federal state. So students, I hope you understood these are the things what makes India a federal state. So I hope you understood. Remember these things, that Constitution gives some provisions which makes India a federal state, and these are the federal features of Indian Constitution. Two sets of government, central and state government, and division of powers given into three lists, and then special feature of Indian Federation. So these are the things that we have learned today. I hope you understand, and that's all for today, and that thank you.